We're on the air in 3 minutes.
Rotate, please.
60 seconds live. Stand by. 4, 5, and 6. Don't forget to put your earphones on.
Here's the microphone.
Is this thing on?
30 seconds.
Everybody hear me? Hello? Check. Better?
Come on now, folks. Break it up and settle down.
10 seconds.
Okay, let's get this show rolling. Stand by, everybody. We're on in 5.
And QID.
In a world of uncertainty,
Where am I anyway? Why should I have to do that?
Who's the man now?
amid intense creative pressure,
You are unemployed.
Oh, I could slit your throat.
part of you wants to laugh.
Now that is funny.
Part of you wants to escape.
Why don't you relax? Have a beer.
Radio will never be the same.
Listening to the radio, this is no way for that boy to grow up.
We are going to make this radio station rock.
Did you ever hear of a thing called radio? You're the freaking radio.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
All right.
Welcome to the Electric Radio Show. Got 4 out of 4 people here this time.
Yeah.
It was pretty close. I didn't think D-Light was going to make it.
I'm here.
You sound awful.
I sound sexy.
Are you sick?
Sexy.
I am.
What, a respiratory unit in a hospital? It's pretty sexy.
Yeah, sexy.
I know, right? You okay over there?
I'm good.
Just don't get us infected.
I'm
in here.
staying as far away from you guys as I possibly
Oh, boy.
can. Don't you
Sweet.
think I sound sexy?
Just don't get too
Sexy.
close to your radio or listening device. We don't want
I'll
you
be
to
over
catch
here.
what D-Light's got. Coming up on the big show this time around, we have... does that say Misty Crockett?
That's exactly what that says.
Misty Crockett.
Very good, Jack.
What the hell does that even mean?
Well, you're going to find out.
All right, Andre's got Misty Crockett straight from the Lace Lounge. She come with her own pole?
Well, I mean, it's, you know, it could be like Betty Crockett.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Or not.
Yeah. Beverly's birthday is also coming up. Story from Andre. I don't know, man.
I know these weird titles.
When you have 2 things, one's Beverly's birthday and the other one is Misty Crockett.
Yeah, you just
Did we get a new sponsor, like a strip
No, you
club?
sure you weren't? Were you at like the strip club before
I
you
was
showed
not.
up to work?
I absolutely was not.
In the underground spot, I'm sure this lady doesn't even want to be associated with the show now. In the underground spotlight, Melanie Mirny with her tune called Lifeboat. You guys are going to like it, man. It's got a really cool vibe.
Yeah, good stuff.
And I'll give you the artist who I think it sounds like. That
Okay.
kind of influence.
Okay.
Tom Brokejaw's on the way with the headlines. We're going to
Okay.
give you a little what's up coming up in just a minute. So everybody strap in, buckle up, cinch them up tight, because you're just getting started on this ride called the Electric Radio Show.
Okay.
I was listening to the broadcast and I was wondering, what exactly is it?
This show will have laughter, tears, topless arguments, infections caused by jacuzzi water.
It's really weird. It's about to get a whole lot weirder.
It's showtime.
Time for my favorite show.
Is it on now?
What time is that show again?
It's on now.
For real?
For real.
And we're on it now.
Okay, here we go.
All right, it's showtime.
We're starting the show, and it's going to be really, really good. And there will be people saying words and stuff, and you're going to like it a lot, and you'll be happy, and you won't want it to stop. Yeah.
The Electric Radio Show. We have wires. We have electricity. Don't get us wet.
You guys are so sexy and funny. Oh, here's your coffee. Have a great show.
You're listening to The Electric Radio Show.
It's the Electric Radio Show. Time to give you a peek into our weekly, sometimes exciting, sometimes boring lives with our segment we call What's Up? What's up, Sick D-Light?
Well, okay, so you don't think I sound sexy, but apparently there are people that think that I sound really sexy with this cold.
Somebody with a broken leg? I don't... somebody worse off than you are, maybe?
Who's that?
So I was at work, okay?
1-900 snot.
I was at work, and I was on the phone with some various individuals, and they were like, your voice sounds really different. And I'm like, yeah, it sounds sexy, doesn't it? Yeah, kind of. I can't even say it with a straight face.
Wow.
Stop looking at me.
All right.
It sounds.
You don't think
Are
that
you
I-
feeling better at all?
It's funny because
I don't care
do-
about the sex appeal of your voice. I'm wanting to know
I do
if you-
feel better. I think it's just right now it's what's left over. Do you know what I mean? Because like I was pretty much laid up this weekend. But
Okay, with the sexy voice.
It's the voice that's sexy,
Do I
not so
sound-
much the
do I
snot
just-
running down my face.
do I sound like I just smoked a whole pack of Pall Malls or?
Pall Malls.
What's a Pall Mall?
What's a Pall Mall? Remember Roddy Piper?
Pall Mall.
Remember Roddy Piper talked about Victor the Bear pulling on a Pall Mall?
Yeah. Didn't we know
That's
somebody who
years
used
ago.
to work at Pall Mall?
Yeah, maybe if they ever come back, they'll sponsor the show.
Pall Mall.
Your What's Up? The Electric Radio Show is brought to you by
Pall Mall.
Pall Mall. D-Lights, What's Up is that's not funny.
But it's sexy.
Yeah, snotty sexy.
Sexy, baby.
Dre, what's up?
So I broke down this morning with my car.
What?
Or not, I'm sorry, this morning. Yesterday morning with my car.
Which one? The new one or the older one?
No, the older one. The older
Okay.
one. I'm having some problems with it. I don't know what's going on.
Got to go see Paul the mechanic.
So anyway, I'm driving and the thing like loses power. I'm like on the gas. It's not going anywhere. I pull off the side, shut it down. I wait a minute, turn it back on, and then it's okay. Like it's going, but like every single light on the dash is on, you know?
Didn't this happen to you once before?
Kind of. Something similar to it, this. So I couldn't figure out what was going on, you know? So I'm like, what is this? I got to get to like a you know, a mechanic or something. So I'm like driving very slow down the road and I see a Valvoline, you know, like an oil change place. So I said, let me just pull in there, right? So I pull in and I get an oil change done. But what I didn't realize was when I pulled in, I kind of looked up at the oil change tag, and I haven't had an oil change done in over 10,000 miles.
Oh, come on, dude.
So I just totally, I don't know why. I didn't look. I just totally forgot about it.
So that fixed it?
I swear.
Wow.
That completely fixed it.
Andre's What's Up is I literally can't drive 55.
Can you believe that?
Wow.
Wow. All right. Well, it's fixed and it's running.
It's running. It's fine.
Gotta love it. Which vehicle is that?
It's the View. It's a Saturn View.
Oh, so your What's Up is my Saturn is Uranus.
There you go. There you go.
Q.
Well, we've all had exciting weeks. Well, last night I was at the laundromat, and I'm smelling smoke.
Uh-oh.
Right. And so I'm looking around, and my laundry is on fire in the dryer.
What?
Yes. My blankets and my towels are on fire, and I'm looking.
Kidding me?
I'm not. My right hand to God. I looked, and I'm looking. I'm like, and I'm stunned because I'm like, that's not my stuff on fire.
Well, what do you do when your stuff's on fire?
Well, the thing is that, you know, to me, I opened it and then I grabbed the trail and I just trailed it right outside. That way, you know, it doesn't set
So
everything
you got
else
a
up.
line of fire going out.
Well, no, actually, I was because I guess it was polyester. It all crumbled up into one big ball of fire, and then I just tossed it outside.
Your towels are made of polyester?
No, I'm talking about the.
Or are you drying yourself with a chamois?
The comforter. The comforter.
Oh, the comforter.
The comforter had it, and so I ran it outside, and then a bunch of us got the empty containers and put water and we doused it. So there's an emergency contact number, so I contact the guy, and they come and they take a look. They do that.
Man, I want my quarters back.
But what really annoyed me was there's a guy who had 2 kids and a wife, and he comes in. The guy's asking me what happened, and he pushes me aside. He said, "I could tell you what happened." And I looked at him.
Dry number 41 don't work.
Right. Well, it was dry number 10, actually.
Dry 10 don't work.
Dry 10 don't work. But he said no, because this guy put too many quarters in and let it run too hot and had too many things in there. And I looked at him and I said, who asked you? And he said, what do you mean? I said, who, and I didn't say explicitive. I said, who explicitive asked you? And he said, no, but I'm just trying to help. I said, you want to help? Mind your business. Go over there with your fat wife and leave me the hell alone.
Oh, there he is. Sacred Owl making friends no matter where he goes.
No matter what. But no, what really annoyed me was the fact that he jumped in, and the guy tells me, I'm not going to reimburse you because you put too many quarters in.
So, I got one question.
Yes.
Does the comforter still fit?
No, it's not. It's done. It's a ball of
They didn't
polyester.
reimburse you for that?
No, I went back today, and I told the guy, you're going to reimburse me because I have it on film. You don't have sensors in your dryers, so I could just report you. Because if you had sensors in your dryers, it would have stopped drying.
But Sacred Owl's what's up is, damn, my clothes are really dry.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Well, they were smoky, too.
My what's up is, I went into one of these big, like, gas station, deli, convenient places. Really big one in this area up here.
Okay.
And so I go in, I go to the kiosk, I order my sandwich, I grab a bottle of Gatorade, I go to the counter, I pay for it. They put everything in a bag. And I'm like, well, I want to wash my hands before I eat lunch. And I go in the men's room, and while I'm there, I got to use the men's room. So I don't want to put my bag down in the men's room because there's just like no clean place to put it. So I tuck the bag up under my chin, and I'm standing at the urinal.
Oh, no.
I'm standing at the urinal, and I got the bag because I do need two hands. And the bag slips out from under my chin, and my bottle of Gatorade went right into the urinal.
Lovely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
And I made the attempt.
Was it just the Gatorade, or was it?
No, my sandwich wasn't made yet, but I had to have the person come in with rubber gloves, take it, and throw it in the garbage. Yeah.
Well, that was nice of you. At least you didn't just leave it there.
No.
In the
just have the next person urinate on my Gatorade.
In the receptacle.
Yeah.
Or grab it like some people I know that would grab it, wash it, put it back, and get another bottle,
So my what's up is, that pissed me off.
Yeah, I bet it did. Yes, it
So
did.
there you go. That's what's up. See if your life sucked. Maybe it didn't suck as bad as ours did. Coming up, he's ready with the headlines. Tom Brokejaw is next on the Electric Radio Show.
Sadly, SNL cast member Pete Davidson and pop star Ariana Grande have broken up and called off their engagement. With her touring schedule and music projects, we're sure Ariana will be fine. But what about Pete? Are you a wildly successful woman who's dying to meet a mumbling comedian who looks anemic? Are you a single woman with a net worth somewhere around $100 million? If so, go to datepetedavidson.com. He's a dazzling comedic actor with a new set of teeth, since apparently meth was hard on his original set. And if you like guys pale, Pete's your man. This guy uses liquid paper when he wants to look tan. And talent? Did we mention Pete's single? Extremely rich ladies, upload your photo and a recent bank statement to datepetedavidson.com. Pete says he's looking forward to meeting you, or something like that. We really couldn't tell. Could have been asking for a meatball sandwich. We don't know.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. It's the Electric Radio Show.
To have a radio station everyone loves.
I love them a lot.
It's the Electric Radio Show.
It's the Electric Radio Show. Let's take a look at the headlines. With all the news, it is the news. Wouldn't be the news without him. Here's the news guy from the newsroom, Tom Brokejaw.
This is Tom Brokejaw with an Electric Radio Show news brief. Recently, a presidential text was sent. Did you get your presidential text alert? Mine said, Alec Baldwin is a no-talent loser. Laurie Metcalf will star in a Broadway play next year where she plays Hillary Clinton. If it's a hit, the play will tour the country, but will skip Wisconsin and Michigan. The United States and Canada have reached a trade deal, the final sticking point determining which country gets stuck with Justin Bieber. The Jersey Shore's JWoww is getting divorced. The signs were there. JWoww and her husband were already passing out in separate beds. According to a new poll, the most offensive show on television is South Park. Coming in a close second, The news. Amazon will raise the company's minimum wage to $15 an hour for all U.S. employees. To make up for the added cost, Jeff Bezos has decided not to upholster his private jet in baby lion fur. IKEA is now selling a 75-cent vegan hot dog. Or for a similar experience, you can keep your 75 cents and devour a moldy gym sock. A new study says that since 2011, more than 250 people have died while taking selfies, which is why funeral homes now ask you if you want to be buried in landscape or portrait. Japan has been killing endangered whales in the name of science and selling their meat. In related news, Taco Bell is now suddenly offering fish tacos. And finally, Toys R Us may be coming back as Jeffrey's Toy Box, which sounds like a place you might go to catch Stormy Daniels act. This is Tom Brokaw with an Electric Radio Show news brief.
Coming up in just a minute, Beverly's birthday. Andre's got all the details on that on the Electric Radio Show.
It's North Schindler's politically correct, spooktacular millennial Halloween costume blowout sale. No one has the vast, wide array of positive-feeling millennial costumes that won't offend people like I do. Like the Safe Space Closet costume, complete with a box of tissues. You can scare your friends half the night and cry in the fetal position the remainder of Halloween. How about the melting ice cap polar bear? The eco-friendly electric vampire. He only bites your neck after being fully charged overnight. There's the tree-hugging liberal, the jobless graduate student, the carbon footprint, the hashtag MeToo screw you, the transgender Transylvanian, and of course, the giant cell phone. And don't forget your Halloween party accessories like the global food warmer. Millennials, you won't find a better deal if you happen to have a job or can spend some of mommy and daddy's money. North Schindler's politically correct millennial Halloween costume blowout sale. The deals are positive and spooktacular.
Do you like them? Do you like them?
I love those guys.
You really like them, huh?
It's the Electric Radio Show. TheElectricRadioshow.com.
It's the Electric Radio Show, and it's Beverly's birthday. I have no idea what the hell that means.
Well, you're about to find out. This one is actually, it's a little bit of a warm and fuzzy. Okay, Jack?
Oh, I'm glad I put the warm and fuzzy music on.
Me too. It kind of fits. So anyway, 33-year-old Megan Yun, she used to run a youth program in Pittsburgh. And back in 2011, she was helping a 12-year-old girl named Beverly with her vocabulary homework when she found out that the girl had never had a birthday party.
What?
In her life.
She was how old?
She was 12.
Oh, my God.
So she tried to explain what the word accustomed meant by asking her what people are accustomed to eating at birthday parties, but Beverly didn't know the answer was cake because she never had a birthday cake before.
Aw.
So her parents were having major financial issues, and this is why.
Yeah.
Megan says that she cried in her car on the way home just thinking about Beverly never having, a birthday. So a few months later, she started a nonprofit called Beverly's Birthdays, and it throws birthday parties for homeless kids and people, who are less fortunate. So it got going in February 2012, and since then, she and about 200 volunteers have thrown parties and given presents to over 30,000 kids.
Wow. That's great.
Wow.
Sweet.
So Megan says it's never really been about the birthdays, though. She says that when you, quote, strip away the birthday aspect, it's just about letting children and their parents know that they matter. So they also do baby showers for women in shelters, and they do all kinds of donations and stuff. It's really cool.
That's
like I
great.
said, it's a warm and fuzzy.
What's the name of the organization again?
It's called Beverly's Birthdays, and actually, if anybody wants to look them up or reach out to them, it's beverlysbirthdays.org is their website.
30,000 kids.
30,000 kids.
It just goes to show you, man. As far as I'm concerned, in the greatest country on the face of the earth, you still have this.
Absolutely.
You still have this.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started with that.
Beverly's Birthdays.
Beverlysbirthdays.org. Yeah. So
Check
I came
it out,
across
folks.
this story,
That's a
Jack,
great
and I was
story,
like,
Jack.
I gotta shoot, because we like to, joke and always have fun, but we gotta have a little warm and fuzzy.
We have hearts here.
Absolutely.
Just delights is just a block of ice.
That is not true.
Stop it, sexy voice.
That's not true.
You're getting me excited. I may leave my wife for you.
Yeah, it's not true, Hammer.
Yeah, baby, come to me.
What do you think, Jack?
Come to me.
Excuse me when I blow this nose.
I don't sound like that.
You're a little.
I know.
Do you like
I
my
sound-
fragrance? It's Vicks Vapor Rub.
I sound a little. I know I sound a little nasal, but don't I sound kind of like, I don't know,
For
like
the old schoolers, you sound a little bit like a cross between Brenda Vaccaro and Linda Blair possessed.
All right, I don't know who either one of those are, but
What? You don't know Linda Blair?
All right. I gotta cut this off.
All right.
Because if you don't know who Linda Blair is,
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry. I gotta end the bit right here. Coming up in just a little bit in the underground spotlight, Melanie Mirny with her tune "Lifeboat." You guys, all right.
Yeah.
Stick around. It's coming up momentarily on the Electric Radio Show.
Halloween is a night for evil.
Halloween is Satan's night.
You're the scariest man I know.
I need somebody to help me get Ranjit out of town before they carve up his head like a Halloween pumpkin.
I just saw my grandmother's ghost.
Let's go out for Halloween. Let's dress up.
You get to wear a mask, and for one night, you can be anyone you want.
And I am still trying to decide on my costume.
For my daughter's costume, we dyed her fingers yellow, and she went as a chain smoker.
We never should have let her go trick-or-treating dressed as Florida.
Wine experts have actually come up with a list of the best wines to pair with Halloween candy.
I don't know whether to be scared or proud of my cousin.
It's Halloween, sir.
Proud it is.
Everyone is getting excited about Halloween. Happy Halloween, everybody!
So simple, even a zombie can do it.
I'm gonna go trick-or-treating on my own.
I don't know if I'm comfortable with people eating my face.
For the past 3 Halloweens, you've gone as Wonder Woman.
My father made me go trick-or-treating till my feet were numb.
It's Halloween!
If I shoot up at someone's house and say trick or treat, they'll give me a free piece of candy.
Well, that was just plain creepy.
If I don't end the night with a pillowcase full of candy, someone's gonna freaking pay.
This year I'm going Halloween caroling.
What about the Halloween party?
Give me that candy. Halloween, baby! Trick or treat! I'll tell you, it's real scary to be a police officer on Halloween.
Please don't take my brain out.
It's Halloween. You gotta give the kids what they want. Frankenstein's house of tooth decay is closed.
The radio program you're currently listening to may not be suitable for that fat guy in your carpool who always spills coffee in your back seat.
As we say in the radio business, if you put that on the radio, people will listen to it.
We're on the radio.
Still one of the biggest moments in radio history this many years.
Wow, the power of radio.
Guess who's back?
Yeah.
Back again.
Oh, yeah.
Shady's back.
Yeah.
Tell a friend.
Face light.
Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Today's radio show is sponsored by DVRs that passively aggressively cut off the last minute of hour-long procedural cop drama.
It's the Electric Radio Show.
All right.
Oh my God. We've got 25% of us are sick in this room. 25% of us don't have a comforter in this room.
That's true. That's true.
25% of us couldn't go 55 miles an hour yesterday.
That's true.
And 25% of us have Gatorade in the toilet. You have definitely reached the right show.
Yeah,
That's
all
right. Yes.
Coming up a little bit later on in this El Segmento, D-Light's got the Hollywood Hot Wire. There's a list out from Zippia, Z-I-P-P-I-A. Zippia.
That sounds reliable.
PPIA, mother. They actually ranked the states that are most stressed and least stressed.
Oh, okay.
So,
That
where do
sounds
you think?
interesting.
Where do you think New York is?
I think it's pretty high up there.
Very, very stressed.
Stressed? You think
Yeah.
stressed?
I think.
I think so,
stressed?
too.
Q?
I think it's in the middle.
You think it's in the middle?
Yeah.
We'll find out. We'll find out because we are a global organization.
That's right.
It's only to the United States.
We're everywhere.
You know, because I don't know how it is in Piccadilly, to be honest with you. In London or in Sydney, because we're on in Australia.
I would think that any city like that is a little higher stressed.
Okay. So you guys outside of the U.S., you could find out where the stressed out people are in the 50 states. So we'll give you that list. And let's see. Oh, my goodness. Melanie Mirny is coming up.
All right.
You guys are going to love this. Melanie Mirny in the Underground Spotlight. She is straight ahead with her tune called Lifeboat. That's all on the Electric Radio Show.
This Halloween, he's coming to your door. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Trick or treat, it's Brian Summers. Do you have any candy?
It's Brian Summers.
What's this Hershey's? I don't think so. Have you got any Godiva chocolate?
Brian Summers is coming trick-or-treating to your neighborhood.
Oh, you know, I was noticing your house needs painting. I mean, what's up with that? I mean, it's looking a little ragged.
Be afraid.
Oh, and one more thing.
Be annoyed.
I couldn't help notice, but in your entryway here,
But you better not be home.
it's a horrible use of space. Maybe a table or a flower arrangement.
This Halloween,
Now this is tacky.
Brian Summers comes to your doorstep.
Happy Halloween!
Be afraid.
Oh, I picked all the dead flowers out of your flower bed. Threw them away. Kind of makes you look bad in front of the neighbors.
Brian Summers will scare the crap out of you.
Boo! Whoops, I scared myself.
Coming to a neighborhood near you this Halloween.
Now who wants to be a pirate? I've got
It's the show that gives you multiple eargasms.
Oh, yeah.
Here you go, baby. It's the Electric Radio Show. Found at theelectricradioshow.com.
It's the Electric Radio Show. Andre, flip this switch, will you, please?
All right, there we go. Oh, Jack. Sorry.
Ooh.
Did I do the wrong one again?
Holy cow, that's the right switch. Damn, dude, we got to get that cord fixed.
Yeah.
My yam bag is like Sacred Owl's comforter right now.
They don't call us the Electric Radio Show for nothing.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Smell that? Smells like sausage.
I do, it does.
Turning on the Underground Spotlight is where we put one of your submissions in the front and center. This week, it's a soloist. She's got a great tune, man. I really like this tune. Let you guys give it a listen, then I'll tell you what I think the influence is in it. Here is our Underground Spotlight featured artist of the week. It's Melanie Mirny. This tune is called Lifeboat on the Electric Radio Show.
The call that I've been expecting. I heard from around town she left your heart out, and now you're broken. You'd never say it, baby. I don't think it's really any secret when you show up 2 a.m. on my front porch, tasting like gin, and I know what you're looking for. I should turn you away, but I just open the door and you fall and feeling like your head's reeling. Your world is crashing all around and you're lost I don't expect you to, 'cause baby, you never do. But I keep my heart closed, 'cause it don't mean a thing that we always get together. And I know better when you show up 2 a.m. on the front porch, looking like my favorite sin. And I know you'll never own it, but you don't wanna be lonely, boy. You're not the only one falling, feeling like your head's a reeling, your world is crashing all around, and you're lost missing her, and you drown in this hurt, and your feet are searching for solid ground. Here I am, trying to keep you afloat, but you don't need a lever, you just need a lifeboat. Cause you're falling and feeling like your head's a reeling. Yeah, you're falling and feeling like your head's a reeling. And you're falling and feeling like your head's a reeling, your world is crashing all around, and you're lost missing her, and you drown in this hurt, and your feet are searching for solid ground. Here I am, trying to keep you afloat, but you don't need a lever, you just need a lifeboat. And I'm your favorite lifeboat.
And there you go.
All right.
Very good. The influence I hear in there? Tay-Tay. Hearing Taylor Swift.
Really?
I think so. Early.
Yeah, now that you say that,
Early Taylor Swift.
I can see that.
Like, go back to like when Mine was a big hit. And like Tim McGraw, like when Taylor Swift was a country.
When she was a country artist.
When she was a country
Right.
artist.
Before the big...
Before this big kaboom. Man, Taylor Swift, freaking huge, man.
Yeah.
Huge. But I'll tell you what, Melanie Mirny, I really like her a lot.
very good.
All right.
Very, very good.
Melanie, I will say this, is I think you're going to my automobile playlist. Right?
Yeah.
When we have the Underground
Oh, that's
Spotlight
right.
artists that I really like, I put them on my thumb drive.
That's
and they
right.
get played in my car. Once again, that's Melanie Mirny with her tune called Lifeboat. If you want to be just like Melanie, you want to get some love for your song, maybe you're a soloist, you got a band, you got a book, you're an author, Sacred Owl does all the book reviews, you got a film, you want us to take a look at it, review it, whatever you got. And you're an artist, send it off. Go to theelectricradioshow.com, click on the banner for the Underground Spotlight, give us all the deets, and get us a copy. What you pimping? Who knows? You could be next on the Underground Spotlight on the Electric Radio Show. D-Light is getting her throat all ready to go.
You gonna be all right?
You right over there, sexy? Did you drink some apple cider vinegar or something?
I tried that. I tried that.
Did it
It
work?
almost made me throw up.
Yeah, it's nasty. If you can get past it, it really does help.
The wire's coming.
All right, just rest your voice.
Okay.
D-Light's got the Hollywood Hot Wire coming out in just a little bit. Straight ahead, we're going to find out if you live in one of the most or least stressed out states in the United States. Don't stress it. Coming up on the Electric Radio Show.
It was almost Halloween, my candy bowl was getting lean. I thought that 20 bags would somehow last. And I bought Chinese Snickers bars, M&M's and even Mars. And I transferred all of them straight to my ass. And I saw it by the door, thinking I'd eat just one more. There's nothing wrong with just a little taste. But that was 15 pounds ago. My gut looks like Pillsbury dough. And I'm standing here in rap strappers to my waist. And you should see my thunder thighs, they're made from Payday's new fun size. And this triple chin of mine is just plain wrong. Now I'm back here at the store, teary-eyed and buying more. 'Cause it ain't even Halloween and my candy's gone.
It's the Electric Radio Show on demand. Always available right here on your phone, iPad, computer, or iPod. Tell your friends they just got to download it. Do it now. It's the Electric Radio Show podcast. It's funny as hell. The Electric Radio Show.
It's the Electric Radio Show. From Zippia, we got a new study that ranked all 50 states from the most stressed to the least stressed. Notice I didn't say from the most stressed to the most relaxed.
Right.
Right.
Nobody's really relaxed in this country right now, I have to honestly say. The rankings were based on 6 of the biggest things that cause stress. All right, I can understand that. Commute times, unemployment, average work hours, the density of the population, home prices versus your income, and how many people are uninsured. That can create stress.
Sure.
Now, based on all of that, we ready? The most stressed states. We'll go from bottom to top, okay?
Okay, sure.
Number 10, Mississippi.
Yeah.
Virginia. North Carolina.
Wow.
Maryland. Louisiana. New York. Sacred Owl was right. Fell right in the middle. New York.
In the middle of what? You just went 10 down.
I'm going from 10 to 1.
How is that the middle of 50?
No comment. It was the middle.
Am I missing something here?
Yeah.
The middle to me is like 25 or 30.
How about the middle of the freaking list? Will you lay off the NyQuil?
All right.
May I continue?
Go ahead.
Okay.
That was good.
The middle. The middle. Where I leave off. New York. California. Florida at number 3. Georgia at number 2.
Wow.
Guess what the number 1 most stressed out state is? Take a guess. Q.
Boston.
New Jersey.
Boston's a city.
That would be Massachusetts.
Massachusetts, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe Jersey.
It is New Jersey.
Is it really? Okay.
Wow.
I mean, we're New Yorkers. You know, I like going to Jersey. I don't mind. I would not live there. Be stressed out like those guys.
You got to do the jug handles. You can't even take a left
I hate that. You can't
turn.
even make a freaking left turn. You got to go through this jug handle. Come on, Jersey.
That's enough to stress you out right there.
Get with it. And the 10 least stressed states are from 10 to 1. Okay, not 50 to number 1, 10 to 1.
I don't understand this list though. If you're ranking them 1 through 50.
No, he didn't. He said
did I
10.
read off 50 states? I read 1 to 10.
That's what he did.
It's 1 to 10. So if you're number 5, you're in the middle.
All right, go ahead.
Jeez, never thought this would just turn into like a psychology exam. The 10 least stressed out states from 10 to 1: Maine, Kansas, Utah, Wisconsin, Vermont, South Dakota, North Dakota, Nebraska. We know somebody from Nebraska. Minnesota, and the least stressed state in the United States of America. Out of 50, what's the least stressed state?
Alaska.
Kentucky.
Colorado.
None on all of them. The least stressed state is Iowa. Iowa is the least stressed state in the United States. So you guys are listening all over the world, all over the country. And if you're stressed out, you might be from Jersey. I don't know. It could be. So there you go. The most and least stressed out states in the country. Sit tight. This ought to be good. D-Light's coming up next with the Hollywood Hotwire on the Electric Radio Show.
Don't go nowhere.
Well, I don't know, but I've been told if you can't fit the costume, you're getting too old. Time to stay home, time to settle down, maybe watch a movie and sip a little Crown. Oh my Lord, oh what a mess. You can't fit into that princess dress. Buy you some hose to cover that thong, cover those boobs cause it just looks wrong. Last chance to trick or treat. Your last year to hit the streets. I know, girl, it's Halloween, but you're too old, it's 17. Too old, it's 17.
The Electric Radio Show podcast will have you laughing so hard you may just pee your pants. Oops, sorry. Jack and Andre are not responsible for your dry cleaning. The Electric Radio Show.
It's the Electric Radio Show. Let's find out what's going on in Hollywood. It's the Hollywood Hot Wire with D-Light.
All right, taking a look around the internet for what's going on in Hollywood. Do people really give a rat's ass on what celebrities think about politics?
Does it really say that?
It does.
Oh.
Taylor Swift recently got a lot of attention for breaking her silence on politics, but does it even matter? A new poll leaked at how a new poll looked at how much
The Hollywood Hot Wire is brought to you by NyQuil.
Yes, it is.
The quicker picker-upper.
A new poll looked at how much celebrities influence elections, and it sounds like it isn't that much. The poll asked 2,200 adults, and 58% of people said that they are not interested in the political and social opinions of celebrities whose music, shows, and movies they like. In other words, even if they're a fan of the celebrity, they don't care to hear about what their opinions are. 59% of people said that they do not learn about their news and current events through celebrities. But the worrisome number here is that 30% of people said that they do.
We're going to call this episode D-Light is Hot.
Why are you laughing?
You're just not yourself.
No, you're not
I'm
yourself.
not.
No, you're not
It's funny,
yourself.
though.
She doesn't feel
it's
good.
funny.
Yeah.
It's
I'm doing
funny.
the best I
You're
can.
doing great.
All right, did you even listen to this story?
I did.
Absolutely
Did
not.
you have anything to say about it?
I didn't listen one bit. But you're
I
doing
think
good.
celebrities really do need to not comment on politics. Why alienate 50% of the people that come to see you?
That's true.
Or listen to you.
And
I totally agree.
I think it's really it's a problem that 30% of people are learning about politics through celebrity endorsements, if you will.
I'm not shocked. I'm really not shocked by that.
Anyway, all right.
Moving on.
Moving on. The nominees for the next Rock and Roll Hall of Fame class have been announced. There's 15 of them. The biggest names are Def Leppard, Devo, Janet Jackson, LL Cool J, Radiohead, Rage Against the Machine, Stevie Nicks, and The Cure, as well as Todd Rundgren, The Zombies, Roxy Music, and Rufus. What are we laughing at?
No, that's it's not the same Devo.
Oh, sorry.
That's Debo.
Oh, Devo.
That
Right.
was Debo on Friday. I'm really kind of surprised. The Cure? I've never been really big.
I never
I've never
liked
been
The
a big
Cure.
fan of The Cure.
They're all right.
I mean, they're all right. I'm a bigger fan of Radiohead.
I'm just really kind
I
of
like Rage
surprised
Against the
that Def
Machine.
Leppard has never been.
Well, look how long it took
haven't
Kiss to
gotten in
get
there.
in. Took Kiss forever.
So, in any case, to be eligible, you had to have a single or album released in 1993 or earlier. The final class will be announced in December. Usually, it's 5 or 6 acts that are inducted, and the ceremony will happen in New York City on March 29th.
You want to end it there?
No.
You're going to continue? You
I'm
have
going
one
to
more?
continue. I've got one more story.
Oh, boy.
Trooper.
The third story is brought to you by Dayquil.
And if you think I sound bad, wait till you hear this story. Yoko Oh No, wife of the late John Lennon. I like Clonaseptic. Unveiled what Rolling Stone called a delicate rendition of John Lennon's classic Imagine.
No, she did not.
It's really bad. If you go to YouTube, you can find it.
No. Don't give it any clicks.
It's really, really bad.
Do not give that.
No, I think we need to play a little bit of this. Can we get a little bit of this audio?
I'll do it before the end of the show.
It's
I'll do it at the end of the show. I want people to stay.
I actually listened to it, and I could only listen to like 10 seconds of it before I had to turn it off.
Well, you heard what she did with the Beatles tune, Money.
Yeah,
she destroyed it.
Destroyed it.
Yeah, so I think we're just going to end this now. So that's what's twinkling in Tinseltown this week. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Studio ERS.
All right, D-Light.
All right, D-Light.
You're a trooper.
Good job.
Yes, you are.
Good job.
All right, you did your segment. If you want to get in the NyQuil mobile and go home.
No,
actually, maybe
I'll
you
hang
need to go
in.
to the lounge and just sleep it off.
I'll hang in.
All right,
All
D-Light's
right.
going to hang in. Coming up in just a little bit, take me to the ER. That story is on the way. Andre's got, I can't wait. I might even give up my spot just to hear about Misty Crockett.
Misty.
And Sacred Owl, the Zodiac Maniac, will be here with your weekly, I almost said daily. Could be one day. Could be daily. Your weekly metaphysical report. That's all coming up on the Electric Radio Show.
Halloween's almost here.
What is trick-or-treating?
Well, you put on a costume, you go door to door and say trick or treat, and people give you candy.
How am I supposed to be a zombie?
Zombie surprise party.
Can I just have the candy? He doesn't look so scary to me. Yeah, he looks kind of funny.
It's alive! It's alive!
There's something strange in your neighborhood. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! If there's something weird and it don't look good, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters!
But I'm gonna have to call the Halloween police.
Well, you used to love Halloween.
What are you doing, Frankenstein?
I'm sitting alone in a cemetery.
I'm afraid of no ghosts. I got lots of candy.
What's everybody gonna be for Halloween?
I'm a monster!
I know it's scary, isn't it?
Freaky.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Ooh, how deliciously evil looking. It's like something out of Stephen King.
Happy Halloween!
It's the creepiest thing I've ever heard.
Trick or treat.
Look at me. Now give me some candy.
Happy Halloween. Hey, you guys, you know what time of year it is? Of course, dumbass, it's Halloween. That's right, and that means only 2 more months till Christmas.
When a person is insane, as you clearly are, do you know that you're insane?
The dead have risen and they're voting Republican.
Happy Halloween.
Okay, let's go trick or treat now, come on.
And now, here's the scariest show on the planet.
Rule number 1, have a kick-ass, awesome time.
Close your mouth while you're breathing like we talked about. Making everybody over here feel weird.
From the radio station that puts out more signals than Tiger Woods at a stripper convention. Here's the show voted most likely to end up on the no-fly list. The show that reminds you not to touch that dial. You may need a hand-free to unstick your gas pedal.
Say what you will, the man is a showman.
All right. Yeah. We are electric radio showmen and women. All right. I retrieved the audio of Yoko Ono.
Oh, I'm excited.
Slaughtering Imagine.
I can't wait
John
to hear
Lennon.
this.
I don't want to hear it, man.
Like, I heard like the first line and I shut it.
Oh, boy.
I think play like 10 seconds. I think that'll be sufficient.
I will. You know what?
And
I'll do it coming up next.
Okay.
Because
there you go.
my story is called Take Me to the ER. So these could actually overlap.
Excellent segue.
There you go. We could segue right into it. So we've got that. Misty Crockett. A little bit later on, we've got listener email, social shout-outs. We've got a lot to go. Sacred Owl, the Zodiac Maniac. Don't go away. We're halfway over. This is the Electric Radio Show.
Every year, we strive to bring you only the best in Halloween song parodies. But not all make the grade. Some just weren't funny. You got run over 'cause your costume is all black. Others were downright stupid.
Somebody call the doctor, I don't feel good. I've been eating candy in it all night. Baby, call the doctor, I don't feel good. Think I'm gonna hurl, I don't feel right.
Yes, our high standards and demand for quality means you'll never have to hear songs like this. Candy wrappers on my lawn. Some songs were about horror films that no one ever saw. There is a house on Haunted Hill.
With a gas they cannot leave.
And some made no sense at all.
Oh, sweet tune of mine.
So happy Halloween from the show that brings you the best treat of all. Less crap.
You already know what it is.
I'm telling you.
You're listening to the Electric Radio Show.
On air and turn it up online. Watch it, Pam.
TheElectricRadioshow.com. Come join the party.
Feel the power.
It's the Electric Radio Show. All right. My story that I got coming up is actually from CBS 5 San Antonio. Do you guys really want to hear this Yoko Ono debacle?
I really do.
I don't want to be the only one that had to listen to it.
I want to hear it.
All right. Evidently, Yoko Ono took it upon herself to remake, in my opinion, and also Sacred Owl's opinion, Andre's opinion, one of the greatest tunes of all time.
Mm-hmm.
I know D-Light's not a big fan of John Lennon.
I think it's a nice song, though.
I absolutely love that song. I think it's brilliant. It's simple, but it's brilliant.
Absolutely.
It's a brilliant song. So not D-Light.
Yeah,
Sorry.
thank you.
Yoko Ono decides to take it upon herself to do this to John Lennon's Imagine. All right, both bring it up.
Imagine there's no heaven.
No.
Oh, stop.
It's easy if you try.
It's easy.
No hell below us.
No hell below us.
Above us on this sky.
Above us on this sky.
Imagine all the people.
Wow.
Sniffing airplane glue.
Living for today.
We got to get to it. Hold on. Here it comes. Big one.
Imagine there's no countries.
Wow.
It isn't hard to do.
It's really bad.
Why do this?
Little dearest Yoko, you've turned this song to poo.
I know religion too.
It's terrible.
Why?
Isn't it? I told you.
Why do that? I just
I am
can't
too
get
upset.
it. Why
I'm
would
too
you
upset.
do that?
William Shatner, Captain Kirk from Star Trek, and Leonard Nimoy, who played Mr. Spock on Star Trek, each in the 60s put out vocal albums. William Shatner is heads and shoulders above Yoko Ono.
I just can't get it. Why? Like, look, man, I know I'm a bad singer. I'm not going to go into a studio and put out an album.
From now on,
because I'm not a good singer.
On this show,
You know what I mean?
if you mess up on this show, you get Yoko'd.
Living life in peace. Ooh.
Oh, God.
Please turn it off.
You had
Please turn it
better
off.
behave yourselves.
Wow.
On the show. You want to get Yoko'd?
No.
Mess up.
No.
Mess up.
No.
Just can't get it.
No.
I don't understand it.
I'm not even doing my ER bet now. Forget it.
Are you that upset?
Yeah.
Yes.
Should I not have brought it up?
No, you do.
Living life in peace.
I want
What's with the
to take a piece.
What's with the music?
It's terrible.
I don't understand.
John Lennon is probably rolling over in his grave
What
right
is she
now.
doing?
We're going to call this, you know how we always give our bits names?
What is she thinking?
You know how we always call our bits
Of course.
names?
Yeah.
This bit is going to be called Yoko Oh No.
Yoko Oh No.
There you go. All right. Coming up, maybe Andre will bring us some glee with Misty Crockett. That's coming up next.
It's a good one.
On the Electric Radio Show. What'd you say?
Up.
Living life in peace.
What did she say?
man.
She says, I like mine with peas. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's the Electric Radio Show.
It's our big annual Halloween sale at the Halloween Shop, with items guaranteed not to get you fired for being insensitive or offensive. Try our non-gender conforming, religiously ambiguous ghost costume this year. It comes in red, green, black, purple, and white gilt. Or how about our female empowering, sexy, Ruth Bader Ginsburg outfit. Show off that beach bod while shattering glass ceilings. Need snacks for your upcoming Halloween party? Try our farm-to-table non-conforming candy-imitating gray blocks, made from organic oatmeal milk made by reformed South American convicts getting paid $75 an hour. Guilt-free for the belly and the soul. Also, we've changed our name this year from the Halloween Shop to the non-denominational pagan-based holiday celebration shop. Have fun without getting fired this year. Visit one of our 25 locations that most of the year are abandoned storefronts.
It's the Electric Radio Show, Misty Mounds. No?
This is Misty Crockett.
Oh, Misty Crockett.
Similar to, well, actually not similar to Betty.
That would be Crocker.
Crocker.
You're more like Davy Crockett.
Davy Crockett.
King of the Wild Frontier.
That's correct.
Okay.
All right, so let's move on here. So, a woman named Deborah Reno, all right, she is running for city council in Evanston, Wyoming. But she's going to drop out of, or she actually might drop out of the race. It's not determined yet if she's going to, but she might drop out of the race now that her secret identity has been discovered.
It's Yoko Oh No!
Living life in peace.
Oh my gosh. All right, so you ready for this?
Yeah.
Deborah Reno, it turns out that she has a little side job where she does online strip teases.
I knew it.
Under the name Misty Crockett.
Oh,
where is she running for political office
Wyoming.
again?
Yeah, this is Evanston, Wyoming. And ready for this? It gets better, Jack.
Oh, I'm always ready for a little Misty Mountains.
Because not only does she do strip teases, she sells her used underwear. And gym shorts. And gym shorts to guys who kind of have a fetish for that kind of stuff. So now that the info is out, Deborah says that she's been doing it for about a year, and it was, quote, an interesting experience, but she says, quote, an error in judgment. And she says that if you want to run for public office, probably not a good idea.
You know what another error in judgment is? You want to know?
I do. I want to know.
I'm not the only one.
Oh, Yoko is saying that she's not the only one.
That's right.
So does that mean Yoko is selling gym shorts as well?
Yoko, are you selling your gym shorts?
Living life in peace.
Oh, man.
She's serving liver twice with peas.
I got it. So the guy that she's running against, his name is Michael Welling, and he rushed to claim the moral high ground here so fast that he probably sprained something, actually. He's saying that Deborah is doing, what she's doing is, quote, so against my own personal moral code and standards.
This is against my personal moral code and standard.
Living life in peace.
I'm telling you, man, she's saying liver twice with peas.
I think you're right. I think you're right. Can we get turkey with that, too?
I don't know. Yoko, can we get turkey with that?
I'm not the only one.
That likes turkey with liver and peas. What else, Yoko? Oh yeah. I'm just randomly going through the song here. Yoko, what else do you have to say?
No need for greed or hunger.
No need for bread? Oh, we're gonna bypass the bread.
I think she was talking about the food problem in there. Yoko, what was that?
No need for greed or hunger.
I think there was no reason to breed or hunger.
Oh, okay.
All right. Wise words from Yoko Oh No.
All right. Very, very interesting.
And Misty Mountains. What do you think of Misty Mountains?
Misty.
No need
It's Crockett.
for greed or hunger.
It's Misty Crockett.
Oh, I like Misty Mountains better. Hey, she's a politician that's stripping online.
There you go.
Selling her dirty underwear online, too.
Speaking of somebody that strips online, does not sell their dirty underwear, Sacred Owl, the Zodiac Maniac, is coming up next on the Electric Radio Show.
Pumps me up. It makes me happier. It makes me dance. Makes people laugh at me while I'm dancing when they walk in. But I do it.
If it's upbeat, it gives me energy.
We love this show.
The Electric Radio Show.
This program is brought to you by Clear Plastic Halloween Masks. Because some children are hideous enough already.
It's the Electric Radio Show.
Imagine all the people sharing all the world.
Wow.
Oh, get her off.
Well, Yoko Ono was a great segue. We went from Yoko Ono's You to...
There you go.
Thank you.
We just had to get Yoko in there one more time before we sent her packing.
I'm traumatized by that song.
Don't worry, Q. I got you protected.
Okay, thank you. Oh, yeah, thank you.
Something tells me she'll be back. I just know Jack very well.
Yeah, you know.
It's time for your metaphysical report. Let's check in with the Zodiac Maniac, your sacred owl. What's up, Q?
Hey, what's going on? Listen, normally I don't talk about the moon phases because they happen so quickly, but this new moon phase occurred in the sign of Libra, and the reason why I talk about it is because it commits to personal goals that express positive energy in the sign of the scales, which is Libra. We have a chance to build our negotiating skills without compromise and our principles that we need to live day to day. And without resorting to appeasing people, with this new moon, it's a time for not to compromise, but to stand your ground.
No, okay.
So the energy that came in says, let me stand my ground and let me do that. So, but with Libra, it's kind of hard because Libra is supposed to be the balancing.
Mm-hmm. The scales.
The scales, so you're supposed to have one here and one here. But with the potent Libra energy, we have the chance to make important changes in our life.
We got one here, and the other one saying, what do you want from me?
Exactly, you know. And then some of the Libra's lessons involve learning to make peace with those around us as well as in our environment and establishing a sense of order and balance in our lives at work and at home, and also especially balancing work and home.
That's difficult to do.
It really is.
It's hard not to bring the other to the other.
It's true. It's very true. And
very difficult.
And people don't realize that people's week, 60 hours a week is dedicated to work, considered with traveling and
I believe it. Yeah, I totally believe that.
So that's almost a third or 40% of your week. So it's hard to balance that with that. But now Venus is in retrograde, and this started in October 5th. And so those people who are having these severe fights and arguments among their partnership, understand that Venus is going to go direct, if you survive it and not divorce, by November 16th. Okay, so retrograde Venus aligns with Mercury, and we are more inclined than usual to communicate our affections with Venus conjunct. Mercury in passionate Scorpio, nevertheless, Venus is still in retrograde, and there can be some hesitancy when it comes to commitment or deep loving connections. So be very clear that the hesitation comes from being able to express yourself in a loving way in your relationship, especially if you're not used to it. This is a time where it's going to be less of that than it was before. So you can't
imagine all the people.
You knew that was coming.
Divorcing all the way.
Okay, focus. Okay, so just remember, be very mindful of Venus in retrograde, because you're gonna in your disputes or in your arguments, you're gonna bring up all the past. In this time, in this cycle, everything in the past is going to pop up, and that's the worst way to argue sometimes. But people do that, and just be very mindful of that with that energy of doing that, because then Venus is also in Scorpio, and the Scorpio Venus is about passion and expressing yourself and being very determined to say what you need to say without all the arguing. But that's going to happen anyway, because this whole Venus is retrograde.
So how long is this in?
Until November 16th.
November 16th.
Another month.
Another month. Yeah.
So,
it's a month.
Another month. Yeah, because it started. So a lot of couples, if you started arguing like the first week of October, understand that Venus in retrograde is having a lot of effect on your relationship. So try to work it out or work through it until November 16th, if you're still together, so. So now Uranus is in Taurus. So practicality and ingenuity combine as powerful drives in your life now that you have begun a new cycle. Taking innovative concepts and making them real and practical is your strong suit. Getting stuck in the mud is to be avoided at all costs. Also, remember, financial savviness and inventiveness and world being genius is a time where you have to focus on all those three, so that way you can get through everything you need to get through. So, and so also, so Jupiter, Scorpio.
Sounds better than Yoko.
So Jupiter and Scorpio, the phase is now beginning for you, emphasizing fixing what is broken or unhealthy. What's saving a lot of situation with the Venus in retrograde is Venus being in Scorpio, Jupiter being in Scorpio, It's focus and making people to look at what needs to be repaired. So there's the balancing aspect of Libra. You have the arguments here, but Jupiter is saying, but look at the issues and what's going on, and it creates a balance between both things. So be very mindful.
Imagine all the people sharing all the world.
You know, that used to be my favorite song.
Not anymore.
No, not anymore. It definitely is done. So, with all that, now we're going to talk about the zodiac of the week, which is oscillating from David. See, you got me all twisted. David from Austin, New York, asked this week about the sign of Leo. Home and family matters can be organized harmoniously through this week for those who are in Leo. There will be some sort of process where something needs to be let go of or gotten rid of first. And that goes back to the two aspects of that. Involved in this can be getting a situation in place and then be more easily managed on a regular basis. Someone else could have the energy to get this done. So don't hesitate in letting people come and help you this week.
All right. Sacred Owl, the Zodiac Maniac.
Yeah.
All right. I think there's only one way to do this. Yoko, take them out.
Imagine all the people
who want to talk to Owl. You can do it by going to erectorradioshow.com and click on Sacred Owl.
I'm not the only one.
I know you're not, Yoko. We've got millions of listeners. Going to the electricradioshow.com. Yoko, what do you think?
You'll join us, and the world will be as one.
That's right. The Electric Radio Show, uniting the planet.
You heard it right there.
I swear to God, that was not planned. I just went through the song at random. Gonna leave it there. Coming up, listener email, social shout-outs on the way on the Electric Radio Show.
Cause I'm Peter, the pumpkin eater, and the party has just begun.
He did the Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
He did the mash.
If lust and hate is the candy, if blood and love taste so sweet, chasing the ghost of a good thing, haunting your sound as a real thing. I am a vampire, I am a vampire, I am a vampire, I am a vampire, I am a vampire. I want candy.
Werewolves of London.
Yeah, dance down at the zombie zoo. Yeah, get down at the zombie zoo.
Every Halloween, the trees are filled with underwear.
Better get your costume. We got to get going.
You have to dress up on Halloween so you can get candy.
Children of the night.
I'm a princess because princesses get the most candy.
What music they make.
Toilet paper, shaving cream, and eggs.
Oh, I don't want to be a monster. Monsters are mean and as scary like the ones hiding under my bed.
Go to sleep. I tell you, to a ghost. Go on.
You like candy?
Yeah, I'm out of good and plenty. It says on the box that there's plenty, but it's never enough.
Do you babies want to know the bestest part of dressing up for Halloween?
Ghosts, spooks, skeletons, kid stuff.
Each precious pumpkin a picture of perfection.
There are no such things as ghosts.
For the rest of your life, you're the pumpkin man.
One of those losers who puts no effort into finding a costume. You know, when I was a kid, we called them Halloweenies.
Exactly. You know why? Because he's a monster.
So far, the only monsters I've seen are you two.
Happy Halloween.
Are you ready to go?
I'm warning you, I'm seriously stressed out here.
Keep your voice down. Your father's listening to the radio.
And on the cool check-in, center stage on the mic.
Make the radio call.
As much as you can, please minimize your obscenities.
Under all the circumstances, I disagree.
You people are crazy.
Suppose we go on to the next subject.
Is everyone in the control room ready?
It's showtime.
It's Electric Radio Show. right. Do you think I got enough John Lennon fans out there pissed off?
I probably
right
would
about
think
now.
So, yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah. I know I'm pissed.
I know. I'm pissed. I gotta pay this. I gotta pay this back.
There we go.
And why would you redo this beautiful version?
Listen.
Imagine all the people living life in peace.
All right, we're just gonna fade. We'll let
Very
John
nice,
take us.
very nice.
John Lennon.
Thank you.
Immortal, the great John Lennon. That's the way it's supposed to sound.
Absolutely.
Coming up in just a little bit, we're going to give you guys for giving us love. We're going to give you love on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We're going to do our social shout-outs portion of the show. But coming up, we got listener email coming up next on the Electric Radio Show.
So, the Halloween parties are over, and you're wondering how to get through your workday with a slight hangover. But that's not the worst of your troubles. Maybe you woke up next to a 40-year-old nerd in a Ninja Turtle costume, or that sexy nurse you took home now looks more like The Walking Dead. It happens every 1st of November. Remember last year when you woke up next to most of the village people? But now there's something new for those drunken Halloween hookups that could leave you with a spooky STD. It's called No Scare Down There. Just 3 tablets of No Scare Down There, and you're worry-free. So whether you wake up next to a slutty librarian who now looks way overdue, Hulk Hogan, or a guy in a Hulk Hogan costume, your biggest Halloween dilemma will be whether to go for the Almond Joy or the Snickers. No Scare Down There, because Halloween only comes once a year.
Let me see what you can do.
You're listening to the Electric Radio Show.
On air
and that's just how we do it.
Online. TheElectricRadioShow.com.
Feel the power.
It wasn't me. There she is, yeah, we caught her red-handed, sitting on the pantry floor. It wasn't me. She had got all this extra candy, bought it from the grocery store. How could we have known it wouldn't make it to Halloween? And she had no intention of sharing it with me. How you gonna tell the kids to stay away from candy? Can you go and tell them that it's gonna hurt their tummy? Then you go and hide away and eat it cause it's yummy. Yeah, you got the Tootsie and the Smartie and the Gummy. Then you start complaining that your butt is getting large. And I say no, you are perfect just the way you are. But you're on a sugar rage and tell me I'm a liar. And you go and set all of my clothing on fire. It wasn't me. There were rappers on the counter. It wasn't me. There were rappers on the sofa. It wasn't me. I even caught you on camera. It wasn't me. It is affecting your behavior. It wasn't me.
Seriously, you couldn't wait to get to the top of the stairs?
That was not me.
Who was it then?
It's the Electric Radio Show. It's time to dip into the virtual mailbag and pull out a gem we call listener email. Cue the music.
Imagine that.
Come on. Guys, look at them. They think it's funny. It's not funny.
If you try.
You want a job? You want a job next show? Cue the music.
There it goes.
There we go.
That's
See how fast that works?
Yep.
You see how that works, don't you? Listener email is from Mike in Huntington, West Virginia. Dear Studio ERS, I have this neighbor, Brian, that's driving me crazy. He moved in. It was him and his wife, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. And they kept up with things. The yard looked nice, and they kept up with the repairs. They got divorced. See, there you go. Bye, Felicia. They got divorced about a year ago, and ever since, Brian's house and yard has been looking really bad. Brian never brings his garbage cans to the house. He brings the garbage out to the cans at the road.
Oh, I hate that.
He cuts his lawn only when he gets a written warning from the town. The final straw for me is when he got one of those clothes dryer racks and hangs his underwear out in front of the house. I mean, come on.
How awesome.
Hang it out back. Nobody wants to see your nasty underwear that is full of holes.
Wow.
Guess Felicia was buying his underwear.
Bye, Felicia. I went over his house the other day to talk to him calmly, and I told him that I was worried about him and that he really needs to do something about cleaning up his yard. I was fully expecting him to start yelling at me, but that's not what happened. He broke down in tears, and he told me that he's overwhelmed and doesn't know what to do without his wife. He asked me if I would reach out to Felicia and tell her what a mess he is. I don't know what to say. I barely know her. So I caved, and I said I would. Now I'm feeling like I'm in a no-win situation. What would you guys do? Call Felicia or just stay out of it? Mike in Huntington, West Virginia.
Wow.
I don't know, man. I almost want to cue the Yoko music.
Yeah, let's listen to that.
Wow. Cue.
Well, I would call for political reasons, so I could get him to stop doing the crazy crap that he's done. So if I say, I'll call your wife, but then you got to do me a favor and, cut your grass and don't hang your daggone underwear out front. But I'll give it an effort, and that's why I would do it. As far as being compassionate to him, there is some compassion there, but to be honest with you, I wouldn't do it for the compassionate reason.
All right. So you would do it for the self-serving reason of getting your neighbor to clean up his property.
Exactly, and so we could have some peace among each other, and it's a political.
So you're saying Mike should make the call?
Yeah, I said I would.
Right.
I mean, he's got to make the call now. He said he was going to make the call.
No, he doesn't really have to.
I mean, it would look bad if he didn't. He should definitely make the call.
Dude, your neighbor is hanging underwear full of holes in front of the house. How bad is it going to make you look if you don't make the call?
Make the call.
All right, Mike. Andre says make the call.
Shoot her a text at least.
All right. Shoot her a text. D-Light, what do you say?
Do we really think Felicia's going to give a rat's ass that he's hanging up?
It's hard to say, man. You never know, man. There could always be some love there still.
Doesn't matter.
Well, we know why Felicia left.
He's got holes in his underwear.
Get some new undies, man.
Do you make the call or not?
Oh, I guess so.
Wow. This is totally not what I expected out of you.
I mean, what are you going to do? I don't know.
Especially you, D-Light. I'd be like, I expect you to say, no, I'm staying the hell out of that.
The problem is he already said he was going to do
That's
it.
what I'm saying. You said you're going to do it, do it.
You said to the guy that's hanging his dirty, holy underwear out in front of the house that you go make a phone call for him.
Yeah.
So you're saying make the call?
Well, either that or just accept the fact that your neighbor's going to be hanging their dirty underwear outside.
All right. D-Light says make the call. Mike, you are in a no-win situation. If you don't want to get involved, don't make the call. Just don't. I don't think it's going to change anything. But if you feel compelled, you need to make the call. Make the call. Call her up. Tell her what's going on. And at the end of the conversation, just say, bye, Felicia. I don't think it's going to change anything because, quite honestly, I tend to agree. I really don't think Felicia may give a rat's ass.
Ooh, I got an idea. Why doesn't he send her an email and the attachment is that song?
Yeah, we heard we heard Brian out in front of the house. And, Brian was howling.
Imagine there's no heaven.
Because my holes got short.
Well, then she definitely won't come back.
My shorts have holes.
If you try.
I don't know, man.
Fruit of the loom.
I don't know. I just think it's a really tough situation, Mike. Me personally, I don't think it's going to do any good. I just think Brian needs help other than Felicia. I think he needs some professional, serious help.
Could be.
I agree.
There you go. Best of luck to you, Mike. Shoot us an email. Let us know how you made out. If nothing else, just tell us you said, bye, Felicia. You guys want to send us an email? Simply studioers@gmail.com or go to theelectricradioshow.com and click on the listener email. Just that simple. Social shout-outs on the way. Coming up next on the Electric Radio Show, Felicia.
This Halloween we want to know where the decent costumes go. Why is it okay to strut on Halloween like a common slut? My woman got dressed, you know, for Halloween. She looks like a cheap crack hoe. It's so obscene. High heels and a giant purse. I locked her better as a naughty nurse. We go to parties and it feels so strange when all the guys are jingling their change. My best you know. For Halloween, she looks like a cheap crack hoe. It's so obscene.
Jackhammer, Andre Kane, Sacred Owl, and D-Light. They're the crew your parents warned you not to hang out with. Don't you remember that?
It's the Electric Radio Show. Let's give you guys a little bit of love for loving us all week long on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. It's our social shout-outs. Starting with Facebook. From St. James, New York, we have Buttons and Bows Children's Boutique. From Raleigh, North Carolina, that brings us Ryan Overton. And in California, that's all I got is just California, we have Dennis Willis. So,
all right.
What you talking about, Willis? On Twitter, from Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, we have George Walters. In North Carolina, we have Dwight Williams. And in Lake Placid, New York, we have Sarah Wilson.
Okay,
So,
all right.
Some love on Twitter, and my favorite social medium is Instagram. In Miami, Florida, we have Drunken Eats.
All right.
One of my favorite places right there. I ain't even been there, and I know I love it. We have Churro Mania Food and Beverage Corporation and Roberto Chavez in Santiago, Chile.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Speaking of which, I got to make my crock pot of chile.
You do make good chili.
Thank you, man.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, he does.
I do.
Seriously.
I never
Yeah.
had your chili. I gotta
Really?
try
How
that.
have we not had his chili?
I know. We've been together. Like, you don't love me no more.
How did you never taste my chili?
That's what
I
I'm
used to
saying,
bring
you never loved
crock
me.
pots to the
No,
radio
yeah.
station.
Everybody knows Jack's chili.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I entered it in 2 radio station chili cook-offs, and I got skunked by the same guy twice.
Oh, he must have been really good.
I still suspect the first time he beat me, he went out and bought a big thing of Wendy's chili.
It was rigged.
Oh.
That's what I
Wendy's
think.
chili isn't that good.
I know, man. I tasted this chili, man. I thought mine was better.
No, your
Yours
chili
is good.
Your chili is banging. Really
Thank
good.
you, man. I think
Yeah.
I'm going to make some chili. I'll make some ERS chili, man.
Yeah, keep
Okay,
me a
yes.
little bit on
Yeah,
put me a little
man.
inside, yeah,
oh, man, you got to see the size of the crock pot I have now.
Really good.
It's like twice the size of my old one. So I make like this cauldron of chili.
And I know your secret. I'm not going to give it out.
Good, you can give it out because I have a whole new secret.
You do?
Yeah.
You got a new secret?
Yeah, yeah.
So I can give the old secret out?
You can give the old secret.
All right, the old secret is Jack does not use ground beef in his chili.
I did not at the time, no.
All right, so he used turkey meat.
Ground turkey meat. But I have a new concoction now that I like even better than that.
okay, all right. So,
Even better than that.
I got to try it.
Yeah, definitely. I think you'll like it.
Okay.
Yeah, if you guys want, I'll give out my secret. If you want to make a chili that doesn't have a lot of oil and stuff in it, buy yourself whatever you would buy in any other meat. Buy that portion in ground turkey meat. Get it ground, brown it up in the pan just like you would anything else before you throw it in the slow cooker or on the oven. And I'm telling you right now, people will not know the difference, and they may like the flavor better.
How do you cut the aftertaste of the turkey? Because turkey has a little bitter aftertaste.
Because of what I used to do to my chili.
That's one of the new secrets.
That's one of the new secrets. No, that's actually an old secret, too. That one I won't give out.
Yeah, all right.
But yeah, ground turkey, man. Try that.
Very good.
Try that. Hammer's chili, ground turkey meat instead of any other meat. It's the alternate white meat. Coming up in a little bit, we're going to close things up. I never thought social shout-outs would turn into a chili recipe, but that's the way the show goes, folks.
You never know.
When we're off the rails, we're off the
could
rails.
go anywhere.
This is the Electric Radio Show.
We're ending the show, and we hope you enjoyed it very much. Many things transpired here today, and we hope you stick around for whoever's next, because they're really, really, really good as well.
All right, big finish.
Show's over, folks.
That's it. Go home, everybody. None of this ever happened. Well, kids, that's our show for today. And now, in the words of Mr. Cole Porter.
You say goodbye. Goodbye to you. Goodbye.
That's going to do it.
All right.
Yeah.
But Yoko back in the closet.
Thank God.
I have a feeling
thank you.
she could be making frequent appearances on the electric
She
radio.
might be. Yeah.
And I think it would probably be the most listens. She gets
Probably.
I don't know. I just pulled up the YouTube video, and you wouldn't believe all the comments, positive comments on it.
Really?
Yeah, seriously. Go to it for a good laugh.
Just give me the current view count on that video.
Current view count is 222,000 views.
I mean, of course, though. I mean, you're going to watch it. It's kind of like...
I think 219,000 was on this show just this time around.
But I mean, some of these comments, first impressions, this is beautiful. I think John would have absolutely loved this. It's raw and fragile and honest. This is beautiful.
Signed Colonel Sanders.
There's tons of them. I mean, goosebumps all over.
Yeah.
I don't know who these people are, but...
All right.
All right.
As always, thank you guys for hanging out for yet another electric radio show. As we always do, we want to thank our first responders, police, fire, EMS, and dispatchers. Thank you for what you do on the state and local level to keep everybody safe, to go about their daily lives. And to the greatest fighting force this world has ever known, the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard. Thank you for what you do for us and others around this great planet of ours to keep everybody safe from tyranny, oppression, and terrorism. Everybody take care, be well, have a great week. We're back here in a little over 6 days with the next Electric Radio Show.
Take care. God bless.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you to all our troops. God bless America.
Here to perform our national anthem, United States Navy veteran and national recording artist, Dave Bray, USA.